The vast emptiness of space stretched before the UES Defiant as it glided through its routine patrol route. Lieutenant James Parker sat at his sensor station, fighting back a yawn as he monitored the steady stream of data flowing across his screens. The ship's quantum matrix hummed softly in the background, a constant reminder of the incredible technology that powered humanity's most advanced vessel. "Lieutenant, I'm detecting an unusual energy signature at bearing 347 Mark II, the ship's artificial intelligence announced, its measured voice breaking the bridge's quiet atmosphere. The pattern doesn't match any known human or catalogued alien signatures." Parker straightened in his chair, fatigue forgotten as his fingers danced across the holographic interface. Confirming unknown signature, magnitude increasing. "Captain Chen, you might want to see this." Captain Sarah Chen moved from her command chair to Parker's station with practiced grace, her dark eyes narrowing as she studied the readings. The energy signature pulsed on the screen, growing stronger with each passing moment. "Run a full spectrum analysis," she ordered, resting one hand on the back of Parker's chair. "And get me a visual as soon as we're in range." The bridge crew worked in focused silence as the Defiant adjusted its course to investigate. Dr. Emily Santos, the ship's chief scientist, joined them at the sensor station, her expression growing more concerned as she analyzed the incoming data. "Captain, these readings." Santos paused, double-checking her calculations. "They suggest multiple objects, hundreds of them, moving in formation." Chen's expression remained neutral, but her grip on Parker's chair tightened. "How many?" "Final count coming in now," Parker reported, his voice steady despite the gravity of his next words. 1,000 distinct objects, each approximately cruiser-class size or larger. The main view screen flickered to life, showing a sea of metallic shapes moving through space with unsettling precision. Their ships resembled massive arrowheads, their hulls covered in intricate patterns that seemed to shift and flow like liquid metal. "They're on an intercept course with Proxima," Commander David Rodriguez, the first officer, announced from his station. "At their current speed, they'll reach the colony in less than 6 hours." Chen returned to her command chair, her mind already racing through tactical scenarios. "Open a channel to Colony Defense Command. They need to be warned." Before communications could comply, a distress signal burst through their comm system. The panicked voice of Admiral Zhang, commander of Proxima's defense fleet, filled the bridge. "This is Admiral Zhang to any UES vessels in range. We are under attack. Our outer defense platforms have been neutralized, and half our fleet is gone. These aliens, their technology is like nothing we've ever seen. We need immediate reinforcement." The transmission cut off abruptly, replaced by static. Chen's fingers tapped a rapid rhythm on her armrest as she processed this information. The Defiant was the only UES vessel within range of Proxima, and even at maximum speed, they would barely make it in time. "All hands, this is the captain speaking." Chen's voice rang clear throughout the ship. "We have a situation. Our colony at Proxima is under threat from an unknown alien force. We are the only ship close enough to respond. I won't lie to you. We're facing overwhelming odds. But that colony is home to 50,000 civilians, including many of your own families. We will not abandon them." She paused, letting her words sink in. "Battle stations. All departments, prepare for emergency quantum jump. Engineering. I need maximum power to the drive core." The Defiant came alive with activity as crew members rushed to their posts. Warning klaxons sounded as weapon systems powered up and shields initialized. In engineering, the quantum matrix core pulsed with increasing intensity as it prepared for the jump. "Helm, plot a course to Proxima," Chen commanded. "Tactical, begin running combat simulations based on the sensor data. We need to be ready for anything." As the Defiant prepared for battle, a transmission cut through their communications. It sourced the approaching alien fleet. The message was brief, transmitted in perfect English. "Humans of Earth, your evolutionary cycle ends today. Submit to Ascension, or face extinction. You have 1 hour to surrender your colony. Captain Chen stood in the Defiance neural synchronization chamber, watching her crew connect to the ship's quantum matrix. Blue light pulsed through transparent conduits in the walls, matching the rhythm of their heartbeats. Each crew member sat in their synchronization pod, eyes closed in concentration as they established their neural links. Neural synchronization at 60% and climbing, reported Dr. Santos, monitoring the process from her medical station. Brain wave patterns are stable across all participants. Chen remembered the day she first proposed this technology to the UES command board. They had called her reckless, dangerous, even unstable. The idea of allowing human consciousness to merge with a ship's artificial intelligence went against every safety protocol in the book. Sometimes the greatest discoveries lie beyond safety protocols, she whispered to herself, touching the neural interface at the base of her skull. The ship's artificial intelligence spoke through the chamber speakers, its voice carrying undertones of anticipation. Captain, the quantum matrix is responding exceptionally well to the crew's neural patterns today. We're seeing a 12% increase in synchronization efficiency. Commander Rodriguez approached Chen, his expression serious. The alien fleet will be within firing range in 50 minutes. Are you sure about this? We've never attempted full neural synchronization under combat conditions. Chen nodded, her eyes fixed on the neural activity displays. Look at these readings, David. The quantum matrix isn't just accepting our neural patterns, it's enhancing them. Each crew member's expertise is being amplified through the ship's systems. On the displays, Lieutenant Parker's spatial awareness merged with the sensor arrays, expanding their detection range beyond normal parameters. In engineering, Chief Torres's intuitive understanding of power systems helped the quantum core operate at peak efficiency. Even the junior officers showed remarkable synchronization rates. Neural synchronization at 80%, Santos announced. The ship's artificial intelligence is successfully integrating with the crew's cognitive patterns. Chen stepped into her own synchronization pod, feeling the familiar tingle as the neural interface activated. The ship's consciousness touched her mind, not as an invasive force, but as a trusted partner. Together, they accessed the Defiance combat capabilities. Show me what makes us special, Chen thought, and the ship responded. Holographic displays materialized around her, showing the Defiance unique systems. The quantum reflection technology could create perfect sensor duplicates of the ship, confusing enemy targeting systems. The neural-linked weapon systems could react at the speed of thought. The adaptive shield grid could reconfigure itself based on the crew's collective tactical awareness. Engineering to Captain. Chief Torres's voice came through, tinged with excitement. The quantum matrix is holding steady at 92% efficiency. Whatever you did to convince Command to approve these upgrades, I'm glad you didn't give up. Chen smiled, remembering the years of persistence it took to make the Defiant a reality. The endless simulations, the failed prototypes, the skeptics who said it couldn't be done. Now, as humanity faced its greatest threat, their determination would be put to the ultimate test. All stations, report readiness, Chen commanded, feeling the ship's systems through her neural link. Weapons synchronized and ready. Engineering reports all systems optimal. Medical standing by. Sensor arrays at maximum sensitivity. The ship's artificial intelligence completed its final checks. Captain, neural synchronization is complete. The crew's collective consciousness is successfully integrated with my systems. We are operating as a single entity. Chen opened her eyes, seeing both the physical world and the ship's sensor data simultaneously. Through their shared neural network, she felt her crew's determination, their fear, and their resolve. The Defiant wasn't just a ship anymore. It was an extension of their combined will. Send a message to the alien fleet, Chen ordered, her voice steady. Tell them humanity's response is coming. As the Defiant accelerated toward its destiny, Chen reflected on how far they'd come. The ship that shouldn't exist was about to prove its worth against impossible odds. In less than 30 minutes, they would engage an enemy force that outnumbered them 1,000 to 1. But numbers didn't tell the whole story. The Defiant had something the aliens couldn't understand: the perfect fusion of human spirit and advanced technology, working in harmony toward a single purpose. They were ready. The alien fleet spread across space like a metallic cloud, their ships moving with eerie synchronization. Through the Defiant's enhanced sensors, Lieutenant Parker watched the enemy vessels arrange themselves into an attack formation that resembled a massive three-dimensional web. "They're trying to trap us," Parker thought through the neural network, sharing his tactical analysis instantly with the crew. "No matter which way we move, they'll have ships in position to intercept." Captain Chen absorbed this information, her mind already formulating a response. Through their shared consciousness, she felt the ship's artificial intelligence calculating possible outcomes, while Commander Rodriguez suggested potential weak points in the enemy formation. "Let's show them why they shouldn't underestimate human ingenuity," Chen commanded. "Initiate quantum reflection protocol." The quantum matrix hummed to life, its energy flowing through the ship's specialized emitters. In space around the Defiant, perfect duplicates began to appear, each one indistinguishable from the original on any sensor system. Within seconds, there were 5 Defiants, then 10, then 20. Through their neural link, the crew felt the strain of maintaining the quantum reflections, but their shared determination never wavered. Each duplicate moved with perfect coordination, mirroring the original ship's movements precisely. The alien fleet responded immediately, their formation splitting apart to engage the multiple targets. Energy weapons lanced out from their ships, creating a deadly web of fire. But the Defiant and its reflections danced through the barrage with impossible grace, each movement guided by the combined reflexes of the entire crew. Energy spike detected. Parker's warning flashed through the neural network. "They're launching some kind of quantum disruption wave." The alien weapon expanded outward, a rippling wave of golden energy that threatened to destabilize their quantum reflections. Chief Torres responded instantly, routing additional power to the matrix while simultaneously adjusting its frequency. Adapting quantum signature now, Torres thought, her engineering expertise flowing through the ship's systems. "They won't catch us that easily." The disruption wave passed through their formation, dissolving half of the quantum reflections, but leaving the others intact. More importantly, the aliens had revealed a crucial weakness. They couldn't distinguish which signatures were real and which were false. Chen seized the opportunity. All power to forward weapons. Target their command ships, the ones coordinating the attack pattern. The Defiant's weapon systems responded with microscopic precision, guided by the crew's collective combat instincts. Concentrated beams of energy pierced through the alien fleet's defenses, striking 3 of their largest vessels simultaneously. The enemy ship's liquid metal hulls rippled and fractured under the assault. But the alien fleet was far from defeated. Their remaining ships adjusted their tactics, launching waves of autonomous strike craft that filled space with swarms of smaller targets. Each drone was barely larger than a fighter, but they moved with devastating coordination. "They're learning," Rodriguez observed through the neural link, "adapting their strategy to counter our advantages." Chen felt the crew's fatigue growing as they maintained the quantum reflections while evading the increasingly precise enemy fire. The ship's artificial intelligence provided constant updates on their power reserves and system status, all processed instantly through their shared consciousness. "We need something they won't expect," Chen thought, reviewing the tactical data flowing through their neural network. "Something that goes against standard combat logic." Through their link, she felt Lieutenant Sarah Martinez, their navigation officer, formulating an idea. Martinez had been a zero-gravity dance performer before joining the UES, and her understanding of motion and momentum was uniquely intuitive. "Captain," Martinez projected her thoughts clearly, "what if we treat their attack formation as a dance partner?" Chen saw the maneuver forming in Martinez's mind and smiled. It was bold, potentially reckless, and exactly the kind of thinking that made humans unpredictable. The kind of strategy no logic-driven alien fleet would anticipate. "Show me," Chen commanded, and through their neural link, the entire crew prepared to execute a battle maneuver that would redefine space combat forever. Lieutenant Martinez's dance-inspired maneuver transformed the battlefield into a cosmic ballet. The Defiant spun through space in a graceful spiral, its quantum reflections moving in perfect synchronization. Each rotation brought them closer to the heart of the alien formation, turning their enemies' superior numbers against them. Their targeting systems can't keep up with the irregular pattern, Parker reported through the neural network, his thoughts tinged with satisfaction. They're firing where we were, not where we're going. Through their shared consciousness, Captain Chen felt the strain on the crew as they maintained this complex dance. The quantum matrix hummed at frequencies never before attempted, pushing the boundaries of their technology. But they couldn't maintain this strategy forever. "We need to go deeper," Chen projected to her crew. "The neural connection. We've never pushed it to its true limit. There's more potential here." Dr. Santos's medical concerns filtered through the network immediately. "Captain, increasing neural synchronization beyond current levels could have unpredictable effects on our minds. We've never tested the upper limits." The ship's artificial intelligence added its own analysis, sharing data about the quantum matrix's theoretical capabilities. The numbers suggested something extraordinary was possible, but the risks were equally significant. "Show them." Commander Rodriguez's thoughts cut through the discussion. His neural patterns carried memories of ancient naval battles, of smaller forces defeating larger ones through unexpected strategies. "Show them why humans are different." Chen made her decision. Through the neural link, she shared her plan with the entire crew. They would attempt to achieve total synchronization, not just between human and machine, but a complete merger of all their consciousness into a single, unified entity. "Engineering, prepare for maximum power to the quantum matrix," Chen ordered. "Medical, monitor our neural patterns. Everyone else, focus on what makes you unique. Your skills, your memories, your instincts, everything that makes you human." Chief Torres's expertise flowed through the ship's systems as she redirected power. Dr. Santos prepared neural stabilizers, her medical knowledge adapting to this unprecedented situation. The ship's artificial intelligence began recalibrating its systems to accommodate the increased neural load. As the crew focused, something remarkable happened. Their individual consciousness began to merge more deeply than ever before. Parker's spatial awareness expanded exponentially. Martinez's understanding of motion and momentum reached new levels of intuition. Rodriguez's tactical knowledge combined with Torres's engineering expertise to create new possibilities. The alien fleet launched another attack, their energy weapons creating a wall of destructive force. But now the Defiant moved with impossible precision, each action guided by the combined skills of the entire crew. When they fired back, their weapons struck with devastating accuracy, each shot incorporating countless calculations performed at the speed of thought. Through their enhanced connection, Chen felt something else emerging, an understanding of the alien fleet itself. Their rigid formations, their coordinated attacks, all pointed to a fundamental difference between their civilizations. "They think as one because they have to," Chen projected to her crew. "We think as one because we choose to. That's our advantage." The revelation spread through the neural network. The aliens' unity was forced, a product of their hierarchical nature. But humans had achieved something greater: voluntary cooperation, individual strengths working in harmony while maintaining their unique perspectives. "All stations, prepare for maximum synchronization," Chen commanded. "Let's show them what humanity can really do." The quantum matrix pulsed with newfound power as the crew's consciousness merged more deeply than ever before. Each person's thoughts and abilities became accessible to all, creating a web of shared experience and knowledge. The ship's artificial intelligence adapted to this enhanced state, its processing power multiplied by the crew's collective intuition. Through their unified consciousness, they felt the alien fleet's growing uncertainty. The enemy's rigid tactics were failing against an opponent that combined mathematical precision with human unpredictability. Victory wasn't just possible, it was inevitable. As the Defiant prepared for its next attack, the crew existed in perfect harmony with their ship and each other. They were no longer simply human or machine, but something entirely new. Something that would change the course of human history forever. Through their enhanced neural connection, the Defiant's movements became poetry in motion. Lieutenant Martinez's zero-gravity dance experience flowed through the entire crew, transforming their combat maneuvers into an intricate performance. The ship pirouetted through waves of enemy fire, each movement precisely calculated yet beautifully fluid. Their attack patterns are becoming more aggressive. Parker shared through the neural network, his thoughts carrying tactical data gleaned from the sensor arrays. They're committing more ships to each assault. Captain Chen absorbed this information while monitoring the quantum matrix performance. The deep synchronization was holding steady, their unified consciousness processing battlefield data with unprecedented speed. Through their shared awareness, she felt Chief Torres making minute adjustments to power distribution, keeping their systems in perfect balance. They still don't understand what they're facing. Commander Rodriguez's thoughts resonated through their connection. Look at their formation. All logic, no creativity. The alien fleet had arranged itself into a complex geometric pattern, trying to create an inescastic net of firepower. Their liquid metal ships shifted and flowed, attempting to adapt to the Defiant's unconventional movements. But their responses remained predictable, bound by programmed tactics and hierarchical command structures. Martinez initiated another sequence of maneuvers, drawing upon her artistic background. The Defiant spun through space in a complex helix pattern, its quantum reflections moving in complementary arcs. Each motion flowed naturally into the next, making their trajectory impossible to predict through conventional combat algorithms. Energy spike detected. Parker's warning flashed through their shared consciousness. They're charging something massive. The alien fleet's formation suddenly contracted, their ships linking together into a vast geometric array. Energy began to pool between their vessels, building towards something unprecedented. Through their enhanced sensors, the crew watched as the enemy prepared to unleash their full firepower. They're trying to end this with one shot, Dr. Santos observed, her medical expertise noting the increased neural stress on the crew. Our standard shields won't withstand that level of energy. But Chen had already formulated a response, drawing upon the crew's collective knowledge. Torres's engineering insights combined with Martinez's understanding of momentum, while the ship's artificial intelligence calculated precise power requirements. The plan formed in their shared consciousness, understood by all simultaneously. Begin the convergence sequence, Chen commanded, her thoughts steady and determined. Show them what happens when art meets science. The Defiant's quantum reflections began moving in a new pattern, no longer simply mirroring the original ship. Each reflection followed its own carefully choreographed path, creating a complex dance of light and energy. To the alien sensors, it would appear as though reality itself was folding around their target. As the enemy weapon reached full charge, the Defiant executed its most daring maneuver yet. The ship and its reflections moved in perfect synchronization, their paths forming an intricate knot in space-time. Energy from their quantum matrix interacted with the reflections, creating a cascade of sensor ghosts that confused the aliens' targeting systems. Impact in 3 seconds, Parker announced, but his thoughts carried no fear. Through their neural link, the crew's confidence flowed like an electric current. The alien fleet unleashed their combined firepower, a lance of energy that could have vaporized a small moon. But the Defiant and its reflections were already moving, their paths intersecting and diverging in ways that defied conventional physics. The massive energy beam passed through multiple quantum reflections, its power scattered and diffused by their impossible dance. As the energy dissipated, the Defiant emerged unscathed, its position now perfect for a counterattack. The alien fleet's ships hung motionless for a crucial moment, their resources depleted by their failed superweapon. "All weapons, fire at will," Chen ordered, feeling the crew's unified purpose. The Defiant struck back, its weapons guided by their combined consciousness, each shot placed with artistic precision. Through their neural connection, the crew felt something new from the alien fleet, the first hints of doubt. Their enemy had finally realized they weren't just fighting a ship. They were facing the true power of human creativity, unleashed among the stars. Warning signals flashed through the neural network as the quantum matrix's energy levels fluctuated dangerously. Chief Taurus's consciousness radiated concern as she worked to stabilize the system, her thoughts carrying complex engineering calculations that spread through their shared awareness. "The Matrix can't maintain this level of synchronization much longer," Taurus projected to the crew. "We're pushing it beyond all tested parameters." Through their neural link, Captain Chen felt the strain on every crew member. Dr. Santos's medical monitoring showed elevated neural activity in all participants, dangerous close to human limits. Even the ship's artificial intelligence was processing data at unprecedented rates, its quantum processors approaching critical temperatures. Multiple hull breaches on decks 3 and 7. Commander Rodriguez reported, his thoughts tinged with urgency. "Emergency force fields are holding, but our structural integrity is down to 60%. The alien fleet had regrouped after their failed super weapon attempt, adopting a new strategy. Their ships broke into smaller, more agile formations, launching coordinated strikes from multiple vectors. Each attack forced the Defiant to expend more energy, taxing their already strained systems. Lieutenant Parker's sensor data flowed through their shared consciousness, showing the enemy's adaptation. "They're learning our patterns, Captain. Each attack comes closer to breaking through our defenses." Chen felt a sharp pain lance through her neural connection. Feedback from the overtaxed quantum matrix. Around her, other crew members experienced similar discomfort, their shared consciousness rippling with the strain of maintaining their deep synchronization. "Medical alert," Dr. Santos' thoughts cut through the pain. "Neural stress is reaching dangerous levels. We're seeing signs of synaptic strain in multiple crew members." The ship's artificial intelligence presented a stream of data showing cascading system failures throughout the vessel. Power fluctuations disrupted shield harmonics, weapon systems required constant recalibration, and the quantum reflection technology was becoming increasingly unstable. Lieutenant Martinez tried to execute another evasive sequence, but the ship's responses had become sluggish. "We're losing fine control," she reported. "The neural interface is struggling to keep up with commands." Through their connection, Chen felt the crew's determination battling against growing exhaustion. Each maneuver, each defensive action, each thought shared through their neural network took more effort than the last. The elegant space ballet they had performed earlier had transformed into a desperate struggle for survival. Incoming. Parker's warning crashed through their thoughts as the alien fleet launched their most coordinated attack yet. Hundreds of ships moved in perfect synchronization, their energy weapons creating a lethal web of destructive force. The Defiance shields buckled under the assault. Emergency sirens wailed throughout the ship as multiple systems redlined. In engineering, Torres fought to prevent a complete quantum matrix overload, her expertise pushed to its absolute limits. "We need to withdraw," Rodriguez suggested, his tactical experience highlighting their deteriorating situation. "Find a way to regroup and repair." But through their neural link, Shen saw what her crew couldn't yet accept. There was nowhere to withdraw to. The alien fleet had positioned itself between them and the colony, their numbers still overwhelming despite the Defiant successes. Any retreat would leave the colonists defenseless. "Status report," Chen commanded, her thoughts steady despite the chaos around them. The crew's response came as a unified stream of consciousness. Weapons at 40% capacity. Shields failing across multiple sections. Neural synchronization becoming erratic. Engine power fluctuating. Medical systems overwhelmed. The ship's artificial intelligence added its own assessment, calculating their survival probability at less than 20% if they continued fighting under current conditions. Yet through their shared neural connection, not a single crew member considered surrender. Instead, Chen felt something else building in their collective consciousness, an idea born from their combined experience and knowledge. It was dangerous, possibly suicidal, but it might be their only chance to save the colony. "I have a plan," Chen projected to her crew, her thoughts carrying both determination and regret. "But I need to know if you're willing to risk everything. Not just this ship, but our very minds." The crew's response was immediate and unanimous, their shared consciousness resonating with a single purpose. They had come too far to back down now. Whatever the cost, they would see this through to the end. Captain Chen's plan rippled through the neural network, each crew member understanding their role instantly through their shared consciousness. The idea was both brilliant and terrifying. They would use the quantum matrix's instability not as a weakness, but as a weapon. "The containment field is already failing," Chief Torres projected, her thoughts carrying complex calculations. "If we channel that energy through our neural network, we could create a quantum resonance wave large enough to disrupt their entire fleet." Dr. Santos's medical expertise highlighted the dangers. The neural feedback would be catastrophic. We'd be risking permanent cognitive damage, possibly worse. Through their link, the ship's artificial intelligence provided probability calculations. The chance of success was minimal, but it existed. More importantly, their unified consciousness detected a crucial weakness in the alien fleet's formation. Their ships were too perfectly coordinated, too dependent on their rigid command structure. "Their strength is their weakness," Commander Rodriguez observed, tactical insights flowing through the neural network. "They can't function without their hierarchical control." Lieutenant Parker's sensor data confirmed the theory. Their ships maintain constant quantum communication. "If we could disrupt that signal pattern, we'd break their unity." Martinez finished the thought, her consciousness already plotting the precise maneuvers they would need. The alien fleet pressed their attack, unaware of the desperate strategy forming within the Defiance neural network. Their ships moved in perfect formation, energy weapons charging for another devastating barrage. Chen gave the command, "Begin power transfer. Everyone, focus your thoughts on a single point in space." The quantum matrix hummed with dangerous intensity as Torres redirected its unstable energy through the neural interface systems. Each crew member felt the power flowing through their minds, their shared consciousness becoming a conduit for forces they barely understood. "Structural integrity failing," Rodriguez reported, his thoughts steady despite the growing chaos. "Hull breaches on multiple decks." The ship's artificial intelligence worked frantically to maintain their critical systems, but the power surge was overwhelming its control circuits. Warning signals flooded the neural network as one system after another approached critical failure. Through their connection, Chen felt her crew's pain as the neural feedback intensified. Each thought shared through their network brought fresh waves of agony, yet not one of them wavered in their concentration. "Quantum resonance wave building," Torres projected. "Matrix containment at critical levels." Martinez executed a final series of maneuvers, positioning the Defiant at the precise coordinates they had calculated. Around them, the alien fleet's ships moved to encircle their position, believing they had trapped their prey. "Now," Chen commanded. The Defiant's quantum matrix exploded with energy, channeling its power through the combined consciousness of the crew. Their shared neural network amplified the quantum resonance, transforming it into something unprecedented, a wave of pure thought and energy combined. The wave expanded outward at faster than light speeds, its frequency matched precisely to disrupt the alien fleet's quantum communication networks. As it struck the enemy ships, their perfect formation began to shatter. Through their failing sensors, the crew watched their desperate gambit unfold. The alien vessels, cut off from their hierarchical control structure, fell into chaos. Some ships collided with each other, while others fired randomly into space. "It's working," Parker managed to project, his thoughts growing weaker. Their command structure breaking apart. The neural feedback reached its peak. One by one, crew members began losing consciousness, their minds overwhelmed by the strain. The ship's artificial intelligence struggled to maintain their life support systems as power fluctuated wildly throughout the vessel. Chen held on longest, her consciousness stretched between her crew and their ship. Through their fading neural link, she felt the alien fleet's retreat, their mighty armada reduced to scattered, uncoordinated groups of vessels. As darkness crept into her vision, Chen had one final thought. They had proven that humanity's greatest strength lay not in technology or numbers, but in their ability to unite without losing their individual spirit. Then the neural network collapsed, and silence fell across the bridge of the Defiant. 3 days after the battle, the Defiant drifted silently in space, its hull bearing the scars of its impossible victory. Emergency beacons pulsed weakly, drawing rescue ships from the colony they had saved. Inside the neural synchronization chamber, medical teams worked tirelessly to stabilize the unconscious crew. Dr. Emily Santos was the first to open her eyes, her medical training helping her process the aftermath of their desperate gambit. The neural interface at the base of her skull tingled faintly, an echo of the connection they had shared. "The crew," she whispered, her voice hoarse. "How many?" "All survived," responded a medical officer from the colony. "Though we're still assessing the long-term neural effects. Whatever you did out there, it's a miracle any of you made it." In engineering, Chief Torres regained consciousness to find her beloved quantum matrix stabilized by colonial engineering teams. The system had been pushed far beyond its design limits, yet somehow held together through their final desperate attack. The ship's artificial intelligence, Torres asked the engineers, "Did it?" "Restored from backup," one of them answered. "Though it seems different now. More evolved. Whatever happened during that battle changed more than just the crew." Lieutenant Parker woke in the medical bay, his sensor officer's instincts immediately searching for signs of the alien fleet. The Colonial Defense Command had already provided the data. The enemy vessels had withdrawn beyond the edge of known space, their once perfect coordination shattered by the Defiant's quantum resonance wave. Commander Rodriguez found himself able to walk 2 days later, though the neural feedback had left its mark. Like the others, he retained fragments of their shared consciousness, flashes of memories and skills that weren't originally his own. He could still feel traces of Martinez's dance-like grace, Torres's engineering intuition. Captain Chen was the last to recover, her mind having borne the greatest burden during their final gambit. When she finally regained consciousness, she found Admiral Zhang waiting by her bedside. "The colony?" she asked immediately. "Safe," Zhang assured her. "And not just this one. Your victory has changed everything. The alien fleet's retreat has given us time to prepare, to adapt our defenses using what you've discovered." Chen tried to sit up, fighting against her body's weakness. "The quantum matrix technology is being researched as we speak," Zhang nodded. "Though no one expects to replicate what your crew achieved. The neural synchronization you reached. Our scientists say it should have been impossible." Through the windows of the medical bay, Chen could see the colony shipyards. Engineers swarmed over the Defiance hull, studying its modifications, learning its secrets, but she knew they would never fully understand what had happened during that battle. The true miracle hadn't been the technology, but the human spirit that wielded it. The willingness of her crew to unite their minds while maintaining their individual strength. Their trust in each other, their determination to protect their people, their creativity in the face of overwhelming odds. 1 week after the battle, the crew gathered on the Defiance observation deck. Though still recovering, they felt drawn together, bound by an experience that had changed them forever. Their neural interfaces had been removed, yet something of their connection remained, an unshakable bond forged in the heart of combat. "They're calling it the Battle of the 1,000 Ships," Rodriguez told them, managing a smile. "Though the official reports say it was only 987. The colonies are already spreading the story," Parker added. They're saying one human ship defeated an alien armée. Not one ship, Chen corrected, looking at her crew with pride. One family. One unified spirit. As they stood together watching the stars, they knew their victory had done more than save a colony. They had proven that humanity's greatest strength lay not in technology alone, but in their ability to stand together without losing what made each of them unique. The legend of the Defiant would inspire generations to come, but for those who lived it, the true miracle was simpler. They had faced the impossible together, and they had survived.